Good morning, respected viewers. This is George from Ireland, and this video is about public school slang. As part of my series about the accents of the haute bourgeoisie, or even the upper class in the United Kingdom, a group to which I don't really belong, certainly not the upper class. So what is public school? Well, in the United Kingdom, fee-paying schools are usually called public schools. They're open to the public if you can pay, as opposed to private. Private schools will run as businesses, public schools will run as charitable trusts, often run by the church. There are no shareholders. That's why they're public schools, though there are scholarships. Anyway, I don't want to get sidetracked by definition too much of public schools, sometimes called independent schools. So here are some of the words which are part of the public school accent. So people who have attended these schools, they often come out with this accent, like mine. Some people who have been to state schools, as in not fee-paying ones, still have this accent, particularly if they come from affluent areas. There are people who've attended public school who have more of a regional accent. So the distinction is not absolute. But anyway, it's not about the accent so much. You're hearing it right now. But some of the words which are used, as part of the argot, there are words like horrid, which is a bit old-fashioned, meaning horrible. One can say horrible in the United Kingdom and in the public school accent. Noticeably, the British signification of horrible is different from the American one. Horrible for us would mean very unpleasant. It doesn't mean terrible like it does in the United States, as in very low quality. I've heard Americans say, "I'm horrible" in Spanish, whereas a British person would say, "The weather was horrible," or "He is a horrible man," something like that. Now, here are some somewhat anachronistic ones, such as beastly, but that means nasty, or again, horrid. Ghastly, again a bit old-fashioned, but I like my archaisms, and that means really bad as well. Jolly can mean cheerful, obviously, but jolly as an intensifier. You jolly well should means you definitely should, or it was jolly nice or something like that. Again, that's not really my generation. A more senior generation might use that one. People might look askance at you if you said it now. Monstrous to mean terrible. I've heard people say I should be monstrously pissed off. Even though these pucker people are supposed to be mannerly, they do swear. What else? Rugger to mean rugby. There's rugby school, where the sport of rugby was invented, supposedly by William Webb Ellis in the mid-19th century. But I think it was at Trinity College, Cambridge in the late 19th century. They took a lot of words and cut off the end of them and put at the end. Rugger for rugby, footer for football. But rugger's used a bit, footer's scarcely ever used. Unamusing, I heard people say that occasionally. Loo, or indeed lavatory. Don't say that dreaded T word for this public convenience. Saying dinner jacket, never saying tuxedo for that, men's evening wear, as in the black jacket and trousers with a white dress shirt, black bow tie. And by the way, one should have a bow tie which needs to be done up by oneself, not a ready-made one. Say, oh, those are for Italian waiters. Not that one should be contemulius of our Italian friends. So some things are rather old hat. People don't say "sock me a brown cow" anymore. That was an Eton thing long ago. That was before my time even. But perhaps I should do a separate video on Eton slang.